is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, welcome you all to part 7 of Path of Exile on the PlayStation 5. We are exactly where we were, people, and we're off to the Crypt. No faffing around, off we go. Crypt, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. How come... No, we can't teleport to that, can we? No, it's just discovered. The Crypt, here we go. Let's do this. It's going to be a bloody maze, this, or there's a beast in here as well. I wonder if Ironheart will come and help us then. Possibly. Wow.
Bring the beast in my sights, Exile.
He's captured.
One is captured. I now will take it.
I know we'll take it. It really annoys me that I can't have leap slam, which lets me jump off ledges. Well, I can, but because I can't really use it because I'm not a melee person. You have to have a melee weapon on, I think. If I remember rightly. What perk have I got on split arrow? There somewhere. Where are you? Split arrow. Pierce support, yeah. Decent. Whoa, now. Can't see what's happening and I'm stuck. Holy shit, this is a fight. Oh, level up time.
You are well prepared for the end.
Crikey.
It's a fine
For God's sake, how much stuff's on the floor, people? What's going on? Ooh, superior bow. Well, it's a red and 2 greens, but they're all linked. Have a look at that. Well, its physical damage is decent. I mean, its base level's 26 to 52 as opposed to 15 to 45. Its elemental damage 3 to 7 and 3 to 48. Is that lightning and snow? I don't know what the yellow and blue means. Cold damage, lightning damage. Yeah, cold damage and lightning damage. There you go. 3 to 7 cold and 3 to 48 lightning is a lot. Bloody hell. Physical adds physical damage. Grants 2 life per hit. So we're getting the life per hit again. Yeah, it might be worth having a think about that bow. I know it's the wrong colours, but either we could use an orb to try and change the sockets, which we're not carrying any, but they're in the... They're in our stash, people. That they are. Yeah, we'll have a think about that. It looks quite decent. And we shall leave everything else. I do like this bow as it happens. How do we get up to those badges? Oh, we've got a point to spend as well, which I've completely forgotten about in my excitement of our bow. So, we wanted to... Yeah, we can take that now. Allocate after taking a notable passive skill in this cluster to select an evasion mastery bonus. So we can pick one of those things underneath. So, if we click it, we can then pick one of these. Cannot be stunned if you haven't been hit recently. 40% increased evasion rating if you have been hit recently. That's pretty handy because we're getting hit all the feckin' time. 10% increased movement speed if you haven't taken damage recently. 30% chance to avoid bleeding. 30% chance to avoid being poisoned. 30% chance to avoid being impaled. We get all of that for that one tick. Grace has 25% increased mana reservation efficiency and 100% increased evasion rating from your body armor. So whatever evasion rating is on our body armor, it'll increase it by 100%. I don't like being tied to stuff on my armor, is my only thing. I feel like quite fancy the 30% chances. Avoid bleeding, avoid poisoned, avoid impaled, 30%. Or the 40% increased evasion rate, and if you've been hit recently is pretty decent as well. Evasion mastery. These are pretty handy though, aren't they? But then presumably 40% evasion rating is going to try and evade everything rather than specifics on 30%. But only if we've just been hit. I want to take that one. I think I'm going to take the 40% increased evasion rate because we get hit a lot. It's done. And locked in. Boom. So next we've got another evasion one, and then we're up to a dex. What's that there? Acrobatics. Modifiers to chance. To chance to suppress spell damage instead. Apply to chance to dodge spell hits at 50%. That's kind of spelly stuff, isn't it? But normally what I would do at this point is I would come down here and go for bow mastery. And then that's pretty... We're almost where I was on my other playthrough, people. Not quite, but nearly. Because I'd got somewhat around here. 100% chance to increase critical chance with bows. I think I took this one, actually. Increased attack speed with bows. Increased accuracy rating with bows. Increased projectile speed with bows, yeah. But I might go for that. Mind you, critical hit with bows is pretty fucking ridiculous, isn't it? That's bow damage. No, I think I did. I think I came down this way. Might do the same. We're on our way, people. Oh, hello. Oh, no, it's alright. It's Einar. It's Einar. I thought it was an enemy. Beasts! Oh, sneaky spiders coming up, look. Oh, hello, that's a nice quiver.
Off you go, little beast! Away!
Up, up, and away! What's that quiver about? Well, we've got a decent one already. This is a level 17 as opposed to a 15. Ooh. Well, we're gaining our life per hit pretty much the same. And then increased damage with bow skills is... yeah, they're not as high, are they? Stun duration and dexterity. I think I'll keep what I've got. Still, might be one to shove in the old armor and energy shield. Sockets aren't any good though, are they? Onward. I think I might stop picking up rings now. I'm not overly sure I get as much for rings as I think I do. Really? Fucking hell, this is a maze and a half, this is. Just immense, isn't it? That bloody rain of arrows now. So's toxic. Toxic rain, toxic rain. The leather belt looks interesting. The Crypt level 2. I'm sure I saw a beast kicking around. Beast symbol. Where is it, Einhager? Find it. Up here. Here we go.
That was a
Nice.
exile. I now will write a mighty poem about it.
The fuck? The hell with that? On our own again. Traveling in the crypt alone again. Holy shit. do nicely. Trying to run away from me, were you, badger, hey?
That would only slow me down.
Well, I thought you might say that, to be fair. Ugh. Not really much to be dropped, is there? I think we picked up a belt we wanted to look at though, didn't we? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. Once again, I think I'll keep what I've got. I think we're going to put that in, maybe put it in the... Yeah, life per hit, so might put it in the old chest. What? Oh yeah, I was going to have a think about that bow, wasn't I, as well? So, let's try and see if we can change the colour of the sockets. Way! Did it for us, people. Nice one. So we could, in theory, use that bow now instead of the one we just put on, but... I mean, it does seem to have not quite as many things on it, but it does have a hell of a lot of lightning damage and better physical damage. Not sure what the benefits of... it's a bit slower, that's what it is. Yeah, I think I might keep the one I've got, you know, for a little bit. We can come back and try it later, I suppose. It is doing a lot of lightning damage, though. And better physical damage, but we're getting faster. On the other one. I'm going to have to get rid of some of this stuff off camera, I think. I was going to sell that belt, wasn't I? Was I? I was going to keep it in the... Keep it in there. Yeah, also, we've got far too many wisdom scrolls now. We need to start using them up. Yeah, I'm going to stick with my recurve bow for now, I think. Let me know what you think about that decision, people. Let's go. We'll lose our portal. chaos orb there, lovely. A grand life flask. Yeah, we're on greater, so we could move up to grand actually. Something to think about. No, not that we're using them very much at the minute. Here they come. Oi, oi, oi. Nearly leveling up, people. Nearly. Once again. Getting great XP down here. It's one of those areas you could probably do twice and get plenty of level ups. Get a couple of level ups out of that area, I'm sure. Ah, well, we did have one more there, didn't we, actually? That was a 12% increased evasion and plus 4% to all elemental resistances, yeah. I think we'll take that before we move on. Another 12% to our evasion. Is that locked in? Yeah, pretty sure. Absolutely destroying shit. Which is what we want. Exclamation mark up here. Which is usually the sign of a quest of some description. A replenishing shrine that I didn't need. Orb of alchemy, thank you. Let's just double back a second here. Well, there's definitely an exclamation mark kicking around up here. Definitely can't get to it from where we are here. We need to go all the way around, I think. So let's just do this bit first. Getting fussy about me flasks now. I'm fed up with them. What's this belt all about? Oh. Oh, there it is. Meh. I think we're getting more off of the one we've got. Yet again. Okay, I think that area is clean. Alright, where to go, where to go, where to go. I see it. Well, several ways to go actually. Well, we've got enough grand flasks, I think, to replace the ones we've got. We need to magic them up, though. Get some perks on them. Molten shell. Pretty sure that's a melee. A melee gem. Ah, well this looks like a bit of a battle waiting to happen, doesn't it? Oh, hello. He's a big badger. And he did. Altar. The golden hand. Bring golden hand to Yena. Marvelous. Didn't really drop anything major that we wanted, did he? Ooh, a 3-linked tricorn. Fucking having it. I'm going to yellow the shit out of that and I'm putting it on people. Ooh, that is nice, isn't it? You see, the white ones can pay off. They can pay off, people. Are we carrying anything that does... Reforges a rare item with a new random modifier. No, we don't want that. Reforges a magic item with new random modifiers. No. No, we need to wait till we get back. Which we'll be doing shortly because we've discovered the shit out of this place, people. There's not much point in working our way around manually. Might as well use a portal scroll. Seems reasonable. Finally! I've got my tricorn, my favourite hat. Right. So...
troubles you bring now.
Hello, Groot. Well, that can go, that can go, that can go. That can go. Well, let's speak to Yena and get rid of the golden hand.
You are Dream Tender, my new name for you. Badness is everywhere around us. You bring us something good. Now, I promise truth. Let us awaken the spirit. Bring even more good into this life.
Whoa. Oh, it's passive respect. Thought it was a skill point. We'll take it. And we'll use it. And just to remind you, that's giving us respec points for the skill tree. So we've got 4 refund points up at the top now. We've gained back. So you can take points out of sockets, basically. So... Oh, I didn't want that, did I?
What troubles you bring now?
I've got this horrible mask is what troubles me now. No, no, no. Normal item to a rare item is a possible one we'll use. So, we want to turn all of those life flasks into magics. So we can replace all of those life flasks with grand rather than greater. So let's do that first. Reforges a magic item with new modifiers. No. Upgrades a normal item to a magic item. That's what we're after. Lovely. That's all my greater ones, and that's all my grand ones. There you go. Stick those in the flasks. Now for the special one. Let's check. Yeah, it's 3 greens for 3 greens, so that's fine. So, we can either use a Whispering Essence, or an Essence, other armour is reflects, armour is cold resistance, yeah, might just use a standard one. Upgrades a normal item to a rare item. Reforges a rare item with new modifiers, yeah. Okay, let's try the upgrade normal to rare. That's what we're after. Woo! Well, we've got some regenerative life there. And we've got increased stun and block recovery by 14%. Reflects 10 physical damage to melee attackers. Excellent, because we get hit a lot, don't we? Plus 45 to plus 64 to accuracy. Losing a bit of dex, but that's not a problem. Energy, yeah, it's better than what we've got by far. Look at the evasion rate in 69 against 24. It's a level 19 as well. Right, that's going on. No, now, Steve. What are you doing? Marvellous. And we'll keep that. We'll stick it in the... Nice. Get the old tricorn people, eh? Check that, badger root. We did have some tricorns over here, actually. But they were blue and the wrong sockets, basically. Could sell those in theory, now that we're looking at them. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, it wasn't 3 linked, that's why, yeah. Excellent. Right, where are we off to? So, we actually need to go back to the crossroads. Is the best bet now. And we need to find 2 things. Well, we need to find the Chamber of Sins again. And the path to there. Yeah. Here we go. However, we don't necessarily have to do the whole area. We just need to find the doors. I suspect... No, the XP's not bad actually. We're still getting decent enough XP here. Well, there's a door here. That's the Felshrine Ruins, which we've already done, because that's where the... Now I'm getting confused. The Felshrine Ruins is where the Crypt was, I'm sure. So we've done that now. Let's just cover this way first. Pretty sure it's all going to be up the other way. No, there's a door up here. Could be the way in though, it could have been where we came from. Ye Old Fields. I can't remember now. Yeah, the Old Fields is where we came in. Felshrine Ruins is how we got to the Crypt. So, keep going. Could do with finding the crypty bit first. Sin of whatever it is. Because it could be that we're in there long enough for it to undiscover itself out here again. Well, I feel like this is the... Ah, excellent. Chamber of Sins. Marvellous, that is. Right, crack in. Nice empty inventory. That's weird. It says there was a door there, but... There's blockade. There's Beast down here as well. But Ironhar, he might come and join us. Full circle there. Here he comes.
To hunt! You have been captured!
Ready, Exile!
You will be a survivor! Sure you will.
It's just, it keeps dropping me loads of stuff that takes up loads of slots. It's like, what the shit? I mean, look at that. All that stuff to carry it around is just, look at the amount of space it's taking up. I'll have to drop it, I think. I can't keep doing this. It's ridiculous. Can't actually see where the fucking thing is. Frost bomb. That's quite interesting. Creates a crystal that pulses with cold for a duration. Each pulse applies a debuff to nearby enemies for a secondary duration, which reduces life and energy shield regeneration rate, and also inflicts cold exposure. When the crystal's duration ends, it explodes, dealing heavy cold damage to enemies around it. It's not been too bad at dropping stuff, but I mean, bloody hell, I mean, those gloves aren't too bad in the grand scheme of things. Apart from the socket shite. Otherwise, they would have been decent. Could try reforging the links, but I've only got one of those. Good dexterity on them, evasion, armor, resistances. Decent pair of gloves, just the wrong sockets. Einar is gone again. Hell, that ice move is immense, that ice arrow. Pretty sure a spider just vanished in front of my very eyes there. What's that little... There is a little mark on the map that's... Oh, it's Einar. Apparently, why is he still marked on the map? That's weird. This is just the last location he was at, because he didn't die, he just went off. Ooh, there's a waypoint.
Inquisitor. If you attempt to transmogrify a virtue gem without the proper mental preparation, you will be a puppet master working strings made of vipers. Remember, these gems are phantasms in crystalline form, alive, with volitions inscrutable. Master conscious dreaming, as I instructed you. Your death would mean little to me, Malagaro. It's what your demise could unleash that concerns me. Malachi.
Malachi. Chamber of Sins level 2. Try and finish off level 1 first, eh? Well, we covered most of it. There's a bit out here that we've not quite... Yeah, pretty full on the inventory as well.
That would only slow me down.
Alright. Christ. Can't even pick that up. Well, I feel like I should take the gauntlets just to be checking them out. Oh no, I want that because that's a silly boy. Really, Steve? Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I wanted, yeah. Jesus Christ, it's opening up again. Thought that was going to be a little corner just to finish off. Orb of Storms. Creates a stationary electrical orb that strikes enemies in its area of effect with beams of lightning that can then split to hit more enemies. There we are, there's the circle. This area is clean. Well, yeah, we'll use the waypoint to do a quick scoot back before we go to level 2. Good grief, how are we on 51 minutes, people? What's going on?
Hello.
Hello, Groot. Hey, we could have tried to reforge those, but I don't know. I don't know if they're worth it. They're pretty decent as well. Just armour those ones though, rather than evasion. Get rid of those ones, I think. Keep the other ones for a possible reforge, maybe. Got a few gems popping about now, haven't we? The Storms one looked interesting. The Frost Bomb did as well. What have we got in the way of gloves over here? Yeah, we've got a corrupted pair there. That's 3 linked, but all different colours. See what lurks in level 2. Another level up, hopefully. Which way first? The lightning skeletons, isn't it? It seems like. See what your old belt's like. Reflects damage to melee attackers. Yeah, the one we've got on's pretty hardcore though, isn't it? Yeah, stick with what we've got. They're both heavies actually. This rings a bell.
That thing! It slaughtered everyone! Help me!
There it is, Idiot. With you in a second, Helena. I'm just just filling in my notes. Ooh, quiver. Not so much life on hit, which is what I want to keep. Fire damage though. The beautiful gem. Pick it up. Yeah, oh yeah, she's out here, that's why. I thought she was lying on that thing there.
I bequeath this transmuter device to you, Inquisitor Maligaro, in recognition of your devotion to our sublime art. May it be the chariot that conveys your dreams into reality. Malachi, Thaumaturge Laureate to the Empire.
Try to see where the hell this person is. Oh, there.
Piety was after a creation of Meligaro's called the Baleful Gem. It's nearby and it's something that heartless bitch must never get her hands on. You have it already. Thank innocence. All right, take it to the Esmeri village by the river. I'll meet you there. For my days with the Ebony Legion are done.
Seems reasonable. As it happens, I think that's it for that section. Where does that take us in the grand scheme of... Yeah, we need to go back to... Crossroads and find that path out. Which is where the bandits are, I think. The first set of them. Best plan is to portal out. Oh, Groost wants to speak to us. Hello, Groost. And Helena, yeah. Just saved her.
The Oriathan girl. She is alive. She wants to stay with us, not to go back to her people. I say we take her traitor's heart to the chief. Ask that the warriors in black leave us be. I sleep less, but no more, thanks to you. Helena gave me these. Use it or cast it away. I do not care. I have no time for Helena's breed of peace.
Oh, hello. Herald of Agony, Herald of Ice, Herald of Thunder, Herald of Ash. It's a pattern emerging. Frenzy, Arctic Armor. Ensnaring Arrow. Blood Rage. Ensnaring Arrow sounds good. Fire an arrow that remains in the ground behind its final target, tethering that enemy to it. Ensnared enemies always count as moving. What? Ensnared enemies always count as moving and have less movement speed while trying to break the snare. The snare will break if they leave an area of effect. Yeah, that happens to me sometimes with some enemies. I get sort of vines on me and stuff. I'm going to take that one, definitely. And can I sell you some stuff, please? Thank you. Actually, I might sell that as well. It might be worth putting that ensnaring on the secondary bow. I don't think I've got anywhere to put it at the moment. Lightning arrow, which we're not using because it's not got any link on it. Could do with a decent pair of boots. What's Groot selling?
What troubles you bring now?
Yeah, nothing much worth singing about, is there? He's got a pair of boots with 3 links on them, but they're really mage's boots. Not that it makes much difference to what we're wearing now. They're not... they're okay, the boots we're wearing. They are only level 13 though. Well, 15 actually. Not had some decent armour for a bit. That chest piece is a bit shit really. I mean, it's only because it's got 3 sockets in it that we're sticking with it. Yeah, I've not really got any great armour in here either. I mean, we did alright with our helmet recently, but... Well, if we don't... Ice shot, volley support, burning arrow... Volley support, chance to poison, and lightning trap. I suppose we could replace chance to poison and just have that leveling up until we're ready to use it. Talk to Helena.
I gave the Ebony Legion my faith and my loyalty, and it offered me nothing but fear and death in return. Thank you for freeing me from both. I have nothing to give you but my gratitude and my knowledge. I know you have no use for the former, so let's hope the latter makes up for it. Piety led us into that wretched place in the hopes of finding a device named simply the Spike. Fashioned by Inquisitor Meligaro, it was said to enable the injection of Calibric Extantia into living flesh. Calibric Extantia being the corrupt energies locked within virtue gems. We couldn't find the Spike, yet we met its most successful application. The blackguards will never stop pursuing someone they consider a traitor. I'm a danger to everyone around me, and not long for this world if I can't find a place to hide. Based on what the Asmeri have told me of this region, the Dread Thicket is rumored to be a terribly dangerous and wild place. The blackguards will never search there. Let's travel separately to avoid detection, and I'll meet you there.
Okie doke. As it happens, my other character's got the Spike.
I have story for you. A good story, but not finished. I go into 8-leg forest in southwest. Meet the mother of all 8 legs. We fight. Big fight. From sunrise to sunset. I stick my best spear in mother's eye and return to village. Must not stay away too long. Must protect my people. Now my best spear still in mother's eye. Ermir said to leave it there. That my spear is a thing made for dark science, whatever that be. No, I want it back. But Mother 8-leg would smell me from far off. Catch me by surprise. She doesn't know your smell. So you go. Get my spear. Finish good story with good ending.
Marvellous. Right. So, are we clear in here? Yes, we are. Can put that up there, though. Right, we're good to go. Well, it's a good place to wrap it up, actually, because we're going to go straight back to we're going to have to rediscover the cross... Well, not rediscover it, but we'll have to find the path out. But that's fine. That won't take us long with the speed we're running at now. Ideal place to wrap things up for this part, people. Thoroughly enjoyed that. It has been an honour and a privilege serving for you once again in Path of Exile on the PlayStation 5. And I'll catch you in the next one, folks. Take it easy. Bye.